Hello students, welcome to the physics class. Today we will be discussing NEET question paper of 2019. As we know, there are 45 questions and each question carries 4 marks. We'll start one by one. So let us see the first question. In the first question, if you can see on the screen, it is saying that when a block of mass capital M is suspended by a long wire of length capital L, the length of the wire becomes capital L plus small l. The elastic potential energy stored in the extended wire will be how much? We need to understand it in that way. Let us see. I have a block of mass which is hanged from some point and the length of that wire is how much? Capital L. Now, since it has got mass, it will be little stretched and it is stretched up to a length small l. Now in the question it is asking what will be the potential energy stored in that mass when it has a stretch of small n length. Now you see, how can we solve? As we know, potential energy is equals to half multiplied with the work done. This is from the chapter work, power and energy. From that chapter only we can take the concept, that is half multiplied with work done by the gravity. As we know, work done by the gravity is how much? mgh. But we will be taking capital M, as in the question they are saying it's capital M. G is the acceleration due to gravity and h is the height. Out here the height is L. So your final answer will be mgl divided by 2. Now you need to see the option. It will be option number 3. So this is the correct answer. This is question number 1. Let us see question number 2 now. In question number 2 you can see a mass M is attached to a thin wire and whirled in a vertical circle. Means it has given a rotation in the vertical circle. The wire is most likely to break when? When the wire will break. Yes? When the other force will be greater than that of the tension force. Let us see. How can we solve it? See, if you have read the question properly, the diagram we have to make it for this one also. Question number 2. So if I make a circle at which the body is moving. So this is the string at a length L suppose, and here is the mass M. Right? So this mass M will have acceleration due to gravity mg, and suppose it is moving in this anti-clockwise direction. This will be its velocity, which is given in the question. You see nothing is given, you can take v. If it is given u, I will take u. Now what is the force which will act on this string? That is the tension force T. Now this tension force T will be equal to what? T I can write down as minus of mg will be equal to m v square by r. Suppose this length is out here or from the center, the length is L. So I can write it down as Tmg plus mv square by twice L. Right? Or you can write down as capital L for the whole length. So this is the point where this thread will break. Right? The T must be equal to mg plus mv square by twice L or capital L. So let us see at which point. At this point. Now see, if you take it at this point, this force will be less. This tensional force will be less. Now if you take here, it is 0. If you take here, it will be again less. It will be maximum only at this point of the circle. The mass is at the highest point. No, highest point was at that point. No. The wire is horizontal. No. The mass is at the lowest point. Yes, this is the correct answer. As we have seen already, at the lowest point only the mass was, the tensional force was maximum. This is the point we have chosen, right? At this point it will be maximum. So this is the correct answer for question number 2. In question number 3, if you can see, it is written ionized hydrogen atom and alpha particle. Alpha particle is nothing but what? helium with same momentum enters perpendicular to the constant magnetic field B. The ratio of their radii of their path RH by R alpha will be how much? That is what we have to calculate. So how do you calculate the answer? We have given 4 options. So let us do it for hydrogen and alpha particle. So let us see how to do this solving part. RH can be written as P divided by charge multiplied with the magnetic field EB. You remember this formula? Okay. And then for R of alpha will be P is the momentum P divided by what is the charge of the alpha particle? 2Q or 2EB. Now simply you have to take the ratio RH divided by R of alpha, where R of H is P divided by EB and this one is P divided by twice of EB. Now PP get cancel out, EB get cancel out, 2 will move up, the answer will be 2:1. So let us see in the option which one will be the correct answer. Option number 1. This one will be your right answer. So this is how you can solve this question. Question number 4. Body A of mass 4m moving with speed u collides with another body B of mass twice m, which is at rest. The collision is head-on and elastic in nature. As we know, the meaning of elastic in nature means the kinetic energy and the momentum is conserved. You have seen this in work, power and energy again. After the collision, the fraction of energy lost by the colliding body A is how much? So how do you calculate this one? The energy lost by the body A, because body A was moving and it got collided with the body B. What we have to do is change in kinetic energy divided by kinetic energy, a relation which can be written as 4 m1 into m2 divided by m1 plus m2 of whole square. Now you please calculate m1 from here. You no need to calculate, it's given in the question. How much is m1? m1 is 4m. How much is m2? m2 is twice m multiplied with 2m divided by how much is m1? m1 is 4m plus 2m of whole square. Now if you calculate this one, it will be 4 multiplied with 8m square divided by 4 plus 2 is 6, that is 36m square. M square by m square get cancel out, 4 36 9 times, and the answer has to be 8 divided by 9. Now please check the option. Do you have this option or not? Let us check on that. So which one is the correct answer from this one? Option number 2. This is the correct answer. Yes, let us move to the next question now. Please read out this question very nicely. It's a direct question where you have to just use one formula. In this question, it is asking that in a double slit experiment, that is Young's double slit experiment, when light of wavelength 400 nanometer was used, the angular width of the first minima formed on the screen placed 1 meter away. The distance capital D is 1 meter, okay, and the wavelength is given to be 400 nanometer, was found to be 0.2 degree. The angle was given. What angle? That is the angular width. What will be the angular width of the first minima, okay, if the entire experiment apparatus is immersed in water? Okay. Now, if you immersed in water, the refractive index will change, right? That is the only thing which will change. So, if refractive index changes, what will be the effect on the wavelength? That can be studied in the chapter Young's double slit experiment. For your convenience, let me tell you, you just use this formula. Theta is equals to beta, that is the angular width, that is the fringe width divided by capital D. If you use this formula, your answer will come out to be number 2, that is 0.15 degree. This is question number 5. Let us go to question number 6. Now look at this question, my dear. In which of the following devices the eddy current effect is not used? Remember eddy current? That is in the chapter electromagnetic induction, the current which used to be in the form of whirlpool. Okay. Now as we know, induction furnace is the application of eddy current only. Magnetic brake and train, that is also an application of eddy current. and then electromagnet from the chapter electromagnetic induction only. And if you see electric heater uses Joule heating effect, that is the heating effect of current. So it is not used, eddy current is not used in that. So the correct answer for this one will be option 4. So option 4 you can take it. Yeah, this is a very direct question which came in 2019 NEET. Let us move to the next question now. Now the next question says that a soap bubble having radius of 1 millimeter is blown from a detergent solution having a surface tension of 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton per meter. The pressure inside the bubble equals to a point Z0, okay, below the free surface of water in the container, taking G equals to 10 meter per second square, and density of water is given to you and the value of Z0. Now Z0 is that height which you have to calculate. Okay. Now what you will do? Soap bubble, that is from which chapter? Surface tension, excess pressure inside the liquid bubble, soap bubble, that was done already. You can check on the previous videos which you have done for NCERT. Simply you have to use one formula, let me tell you. That formula is 4T by R. This formula you have to use. So your expression which will become P naught plus excess pressure, that is 4Tr. Also the excess pressure can be written as P naught plus rho GH, but out here H is given as Z naught. Now T is given to you in the question, R is given to you in the question, P naught will cancel out each other, rho is also supplied to you, acceleration due to gravity is also supplied to you. Your final answer for Z naught will come out to be 1 centimeter. If you check, just put those values, you will find your answer will be 1 centimeter. So this is the end of question number 7. Let us see question number 8 now. Which color of the light has the longest wavelength? Which color is the least scattered one? We all know that color is red. Red has got the highest wavelength, that's why red is used as a danger light also. So this is a very direct question which is for 4 marks in 2019. So this type of question they do give, so that some questions are bonus for you. There is a 4 marks question which is easily you can calculate or easily you can know. So this is the end of question number 8. Now let us see question number 9. Question number 9. Look at this question. If you see a disc of radius 2 meter and mass 100 kg rolls on a horizontal floor. A disc of radius how much? 2 meter and a mass which is of 100 kg, they are rolling in a horizontal floor. Its center of mass has speed of 20 centimeter per second, right? How much work is needed to stop it? That is what we have to calculate. First we need to know the kinetic energy. Okay, that energy if you calculate, then only you can find out the work done. So your energy is nothing but your work done. So initial energy and final energy formula we already know for kinetic energy, but along with that the concept of what will come? The concept of center of gravity, which we have done in system of rotational bodies chapter in class 11. If you use the formula directly, it will come. Okay, we know that kinetic energy, when it is for rotational body as well and a body moving linearly, half mv square plus half I omega square, which can be written as 3 by 4 mv square. Simple. Now you put the value of the mass, you put the value of the velocity, your final answer will be coming out as 3 joule. Please click see the option. So your initial kinetic energy will be come out to be 3 joule. So 3 joule will be your answer. You just put it into the formula and try it by yourself. I will give you the applications and you have to apply by yourself. Let us see the next question, that is question number 10. The displacement of a particle executing simple harmonic motion is given by y equals to a naught plus a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. Then the amplitude of oscillation is given by, that is what we have to calculate, that is from the chapter SHM, simple harmonic motion, class 11. Now see what is the formula which we will be using to solve this one. You just have to write y is equals to a naught plus a sin omega t A sin omega t plus B cos omega t, which can be written as y minus a naught plus is equal to A sin of omega t plus B cos of omega t. Now you have to use the formula of the resultant amplitude, which is nothing but R is equal to, that's a proved formula, A square plus B square plus twice AB cos of theta. Now if you put a diagram between these two, you will see that theta is coming out to be 90 degree. How much is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. So your final answer will be R will be equal to A square plus B square. This is the resultant amplitude. So you need to look it in the option which one will be the correct answer. Root over of A square plus B square. This is the correct answer. Right? Let us move to the next question, that is question number 11. Now question number 11 is from the chapter optics of class 12. It says that two similar thin equiconvex lenses of focal length f each are kept coaxially in contact with each other such that the focal length of the combination is f1. Okay, the combination of two lenses, that is two convex lenses, is given to be f1, combination of their focal length, when the space between them or the two lenses is filled with glycerin. Now the two lenses are bit separated and their glycerin is kept. Okay, or else we can think that in between the lens the glycerin was given, which has the same refractive index, that is mu equals to 1.5 as that of the glass. Then the equivalent focal length f2. Now what will be the equivalent focal length when the glycerin is put in between the two lenses? That is what we have to calculate, and then also we need to find out the ratio, that is f1 divided by f2. Basically that ratio only we have to calculate. How you are going to approach this numerical? Let us see that. When I had two lenses, when they were in contact with each other with some they were coaxial, there is optical center O. Now what was its combination? We know that the combination is 1 by f1 will be equals to 1 by f plus 1 by f. Their focal length were similar. So 1 by f1 is coming out to be 2 by f. Yes or no, my dear? There were two focal length. Put it equation number 1. Now a condition has arrived where I have lens and in between there are glycerin. This is the glycerin, suppose, in between. When I have this glycerin part act like a divergent lens. Yes or no? If you see, this is a concave shape it is forming. Yes or no? So its focal length will be in minus, right? So what will be its combination? I can write down as 1 by f2 will be equals to 1 by f plus 1 by f minus 1 by f. This is the focal length of the glycerin, which is acting like a diverging lens, that is concave lens. So 1 by f and minus 1 by f, they cancel out each other. So 1 by f2 will be equals to 1 by f. So we have both the equation 1 and 2. Now what we need to do? We need to take the ratio of this one. How you are going to take the ratio? Ratio of 1 divided by 2. So 1 by 2 if I take, your answer will come out to be 2 by f divided by how much? 1 by f. So your answer will be 2:1. F get cancelled out. Now one more thing, if I take 1 by f, 1 divided by 1 by f2. So f2 will go up. That means f2 by f1 will be 2:1. Therefore f1 by f2 will be 1:2. Now which is there in the option number? We have to calculate, or we have to see option number 2, that is 1:2. So this is the correct answer. Question number 12, if we can see the question, increase in temperature of a gas filled in a container would lead to what? Increase in its mass, increase in its kinetic energy, decrease in its pressure, decrease in intermolecular distance. Now you need to know, if you have studied the chapter kinetic theory of gases, you have seen that The increase in temperature leads to increase in kinetic energy. That means the kinetic energy is directly proportional to the temperature, as we say the word absolute temperature. So what will be its expression? No need to go for the expression, we can directly answer this. If you increase the temperature, kinetic energy will increase. So option 2 will be your right answer, right?